Hello everybody, SeKo Starcraft here, bringing you a 2v2 amateur side, a game with me, that's not me, playing the protoss down here, Omniscient, with my buddy IllmadicW, up against these nuts, and Touchstone up here, who decides he wants to get in a bit of a conversation. This isn't the best game for people to look at for strategy, this is more of a justice game. You know what's going to happen next. And generally, if somebody's going to peek at you like that, they're cheesing. So we're already in the mindset that likely something junky is going to be coming at us. We're going to see how badly, at an amateur level, we deal with this. Probe did come in. Maybe. This is me answering his question. And this is William, bless his soul, chasing down my probe with his SCV to try to kill it. I thought that was really adorable, as he blocks it off there. And he's going to put it on a pylon, essentially right here in the wall. I'm speeding it up because it's a longer game. And we're going to have proxy on proxy action here. Double gateways. I actually want to get that down because I'm sure cheese is coming, even if that pylon was supposed to be nothing. On his side, he is getting a forge. So it looks like it's going to be a delayed cannon kind of play here. This pylon, importantly, is still a part of this wall. And he's actually sending another probe because I think he's actually walled out from being able to cannon rush on the outside. So you see him putting down another pylon. Double barracks, double gateway, cybercore down. I think we killed that probe off at some point. Anyways, keeping up, making the economy zealots on the way. I see that there are now, well, only one cannon and a couple of pylons down here. Importantly for us, if we actually just kept this wall tight, like if we killed this pylon, but didn't let them in, this rush would have been essentially useless. But unfortunately for us, he's pretty smooth and does get one probe in here to put that pylon down. Double proxy, triple proxy gateway. I'm trying to chase down that probe, but it's, once again, we're not doing their best in micro design. These two zealots we're going to see are getting a ton of damage in. I'm trying to boost out stalkers, but I'm supply blocked. So I've not been paying good enough attention. When you get into these amateur situations and you start panicking a bit, pretty easy to really get a little bit too much into tunnel vision. Did manage to at least kill the probe. I'm going to work down. I've recognized that was a pylon, so I didn't need to focus that down. Trying to get down this one cannon before it finishes, but unfortunately, there are more cannons coming. So I'll get down what I can for sure. William is supply blocked because he lost both of his supply depots as part of his wall off. And so these zealots essentially tear him all to hell. If you do get that happen, pull your marines back to your SCVs to at least help support. I have a mothership core out, but he kills my pylon that was powering everything, so we are in a world of hurt at this point. Trying to repower these things, but it's almost not worth it at this stage. I'm going to try to do a little bit of micro here, but I'm very sloppy to lose one of my stalkers. Behind this, I'll get down my own forge, but I'm essentially got no gateways working. My cybernetics score is going to die soon. These guys are even taking on these pylons. Now, if this guy had been paying a bit more of attention, I think he probably could have gotten a little bit more damage and a bit quicker if he actually just ran straight into the mineral line. But happily for us, we all suck fairly equally. Back on their side, nothing really for tech just yet, just kind of getting up into the basics. So if we can hold off, it doesn't seem like we'll be in too terrible a position. Stargate does go down before I lose my cybernetics score. And I do happily have my photon overcharge, which will kill off that there probe and cannon, costing him a little bit of money. But quite a bit of units out right now for these nuts. But it's pretty soon now that these guys start getting a little confident, a little cocky. And that's generally when me and Will start kicking into overdrive here. One pylon at the front, more gateways going down because I have a ton of money. What I want to do is get out oracles because I'm hoping they have nothing at home. It'd be simple enough for them to put up a couple of cannons, but we'll see if that is the case. Cybernetic Scorpion is eventually going to go down. Will does escape with a handful of his workers, and even though it might seem like this is really crappy, the fact that the protoss are focusing on here, there we go, there's the smack talk. Touchstone, me and Touchstone are going to have a little bit of fun this game. The fact that they're focusing on Will is actually good because it's giving me time to tech up and start building on my units, get some defense down. another cybernetics core. My first Oracle is out and on the move. So Will's going to lose just about everything. This one mothership core is, I don't know what his intention was, but it gets rolled. Pow! Get shot in the face. So this, if you get cheesed by this, and you can hold out, for some reason, nobody ever has a plan B. Nobody really knows what to do next. So for me, I'm focusing on stalkers, oracles. Here's the first one coming in here. No mothership core at home right now. Oh yeah, this guy over here killed 17 workers. So what are the kill counts? I got 19 kills on one and 10 on the other. So units wise, I actually have the same economy as both of our opponents right now. And they're once again focusing on William, who's just yelling at me over Skype as we're playing this game. Like, dude, I need help, dude. Well, I kind of have to just survive right now. Gonna try and focus down that pylon, but I have more than enough stalkers to deal. I'll push that back. Finally, I think my warp gate's finished now. Yep. Now I'm going to convert my gateways. Oracles. Yeah, don't lose the oracles. Generally what I want to try to do is bounce between these bases, get some damage in, and then just try to keep us in the game a bit here. William still has command center. Still got almost 4 mules of energy. Once again, I don't know why these guys haven't expanded, haven't just gone into a high production overload, because I'm just one guy, and I'm essentially going to try to carry this on 3 gateways, and I still have a pretty big bank. So you'd think they'd be able to get more done. Photon overcharge goes down again. 14 kills, 24 kills, so down to 8 workers for one, 16 for the other. So I still have a better economy than both of these players. Doing a little bit of stalker poking. What I want to try to do is bait them back into the cannons if I can. Get a little bit more support. I want to keep their numbers low enough that I can try to deal with it. The difficulty I have is if they do get overwhelming numbers somehow, I'll just never be able to beat it. William is actually back here dropping a few mules. I think he sends me all of his money here pretty quick as well. The link would have been pretty nice at this point as well, I think. Now it looks like he wants to maybe commit, maybe not. More gateways going down. I probably should get another pylon so I'm not super artosis over on this side. I am supply blocked, so I seem to throwing out more pylons. And now they're going to pick on poor William again. That's alright. Oracle's coming back in. Oracle's so good. Oh man, are these ever good. It's like he's going to get one of the Oracles. But they're still down to 12 workers apiece to my 28. So I still have a better economy than both of them. And better production. William will lose all those supply depots. Oh yeah, he had to ask me for some money. He was broke. He sent me all his money. And I just managed to send him enough dollars to be able to repair his command center. And I didn't even realize it at the time. Oh yeah, Gosu force fields. Actually, this is attack timing. So I want to go through these guys as Gosu super micro here. Sexy force fields, hey? Now, you would think it would be more effective to have trapped my units out there, but that's alright. So a sentry's going to run into their death. That's always cool. Photon overcharge is going to go down. He will knock out the cannons. Yes, that does suck. But I have better numbers, and with having a photon overcharge, I'll actually be able to drop that back. And he overcommits with some of his guys. He's trying to pick off workers or something, it looks like. And just gets rolled. So units-wise, we can see I've got 14 stalkers to their 11. 27 workers to their... even less. Nice. So I do have 6 more workers, 3 more stalkers. No. Yeah, there we go. More stalkers. And an oracle. This is me deciding I have better numbers, so it's time for me to attack. He's trying to do some sexy blink micro, but that only works so far as you have enough numbers. So now I just gotta break out of this, and I told Willie, look, we're controlling our base finally again. You can come home soon. Oh, double Twilight Council. That's sexy. Real nice. This guy pissed me off really bad if you guys didn't guess yet from this game. Getting my +1 attack, more oracles, more stalkers. Probably should have got a robo down because Twilight Council is going to be the next attack of choice. Now I'm going to speed it up here because this game is essentially another 15 minutes of us just finally trying to push them out of the game. So now I have enough numbers. I didn't notice this over here. I have enough numbers that I'm actually going to go push to do damage. They are trying to probe up again, which is nice. So that's a good timing for me to go and try to put on a little bit of pressure. Run that guy away. And now it's time to start attacking stuff. Big numbers. +1's about to finish up as well. It's going to give me a pretty big lead on who I'm going against. It's going to take out... Well, I want to kill off the cybernetics core just so I can damage his tech. Big units. Still have oracles on both sides, but both of them have the photon. Oh, there's his DTs. Now, the good thing is I have oracles to give me detection, so I'm not super hooped. And you can see I'm bringing my oracle around to be able to get that detection in place. Bit of a warp in there. Not the best warp in. DT, I'm just starting to hear him now in the background. Oh yeah, that was me casting Revelation by accident. Oh yes. Kicking some ass. Oh yeah, this is when we start... I told Willie, because he's not doing much, I'm like, Willie, start talking smack quickly. Because I'm too busy microwing. Oh, my detection just ran out right there. This, for me, was I'm trying to commit into this. Did kill the mothership core. Looks like I do want to try and focus down this Nexus, but then I hear the DTs wailing away, so I had to back up. Oh, come on, Shawnee, you're better than this. There we go. These nuts is just rolled. I mean, he's trying to sneak a base down here with a couple of probes. But back to speeding up. By all means, keep playing. So just the... that was William trying to be clever, and he totally misquoted that song. At least reveal lasts a long time. Not much more to say. I'm feeling kind of social now. This is me also beaking, because essentially we've won. He's going to come in with this little group of army here, which is nice. I mean, this is not something that we had expected, and William's just trying to become relevant again. So yeah, now it's just about beaking a little bit. Oh yeah, my oracles come back in, because he's got no mothership core for his photon overcharge. So back at home, I mean, I've worked in some zealots. His DT is actually cleaning up stuff pretty well. I don't have much money because I would like to get another Nexus. I used up all my energy, unfortunately, on my oracles. So his DTs are actually going to get a fair bit of damage in. I'm asking William to kind of be relevant now, like he's got money and he's got production buildings. But, once again, this is one of those I got to try to carry the team kind of situations. So his DTs are doing a lot of damage. I hear this, and I realize I don't have enough energy, so I do have to come home. His other DT in my base here, though, so I have no detection here. Instead of him killing stuff that's useful, I mean, the Stargate is useful, but killing off the probes, killing off all this other stuff would have made a lot more difference. Maybe even coming over here and hitting up the Terran, who's got nothing going on. This base, trying to make something of it, and more DTs. Yeah, making another mothership core, but I don't think he's got any probes. He's got one probe somewhere. Oh, it's down here. Yeah, he remade his cybernetics core in the middle of nowhere for some reason. So I will come home, try to deal with this. Alright. So yeah, once again, I'll speed it up because now it's just into silliness and really losing all this stuff. Him running all over the place. Still didn't notice that for some reason. That's okay. Oracle did spot that base. and then get, I think, shot down by the Nexus cannon then. So that goes down. Finally get myself a Nexus going, which is nice. And all this guy's really trying to do is make enough money to get DTs. And me, all I'm trying to do is take out this base. I just gotta wait for the photon overcharge to die. Essentially, we're in a good spot. Making more cannons. Nice timing on that, hey? You see that? I thought that was pretty good. William's gonna finally take this out. More DTs warped in. He has a handful of probes up here. And that's dead. No longer has any forces. It feels so satisfying when you kind of get these situations. That was so satisfying. Oh man, all your probes died. I like that. That is fun. So unfortunate. Nope, that one too. More stalkers. He's gonna run in with a bunch of his DTs here. Like, William, scan. Unhappily he does. So we'll clean that up just fine. Keep making them. I keep talking about his DTs. All he keeps making is DTs. I like how the guy's accusing us of sucking after a 32-minute game. But essentially it was William just getting into things now. I told him to send Marines to all the bases just to check. You got, I like, that's my favorite comment. You guys should consider going pro. So his DTs did kill a few things, and they're gone. Like I said, not one of those games you should look at from strategy, but if you are getting really far behind in a 2v2 game, or even a 1v1 with big cheese, if you could try stuff like oracles or drops, something that they're not expecting. Like these guys, if they had expanded and teched up and just played normal after their cheese, would have blown us out of the water. But somehow, with one base, and just stalkers and oracles, I was managed to recover that from us. SeKo Starcraft, a little bit of 2v2 action. Hope you guys like that, and we'll talk with you later.